In today's video, we're going to be attending our first toy show of 2023, which was the Toy Dome Collectibles Show in Marshallton, Delaware. This is our second time at this show. I believe last year it was my first show of 2022. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll link it down below, so make sure you check that one out as well. Got to meet up with our buddy Curtis, aka Comics 1017. Got to see some of my vendor friends, which is always nice to see what they're up to. We do have quite the haul, most of which was all stuff that Comics picked up for me in his travels. I did have a list of certain things I was looking for. We did find some vintage turtles at a very, very good price. What turtles were they? Well, stay tuned and find out. Enjoy the show. It's a mask. Defenders of the Earth.
The original.
Yeah, they're nice to see. Jurassic Park. I'm actually looking for some of that.
You know if you guys have any questions? 35. Yep.
Man, I want to get some of these puzzles. I wanted some whole stack of puzzles. Yeah, I know. Beautiful artwork too. I like all the colors.
Oh. Oh man, 650. That's so cool.
Oh, it's the original.
Yeah. Told you about what happened to all my I have that one. I have an exact one. Wheels and things on the end. Yeah, right.
The guy was like, well, do you think he would come down? And she was like, no, he's firm about these prices on his stuff. And
Yeah.
that's kind of got me the hint of, oh, okay, it's somebody else's stuff.
Right.
And then there's somebody with tons of awesome He-Man stuff, but it's like everything's just way too expensive. Because they have classics and vintage stuff. Oh my God, it's like amazing. But I had to get out of there. I was like, oh, this stuff is way too good. Yeah, nothing that's jumping out at you. Yeah, it's a lot of turtles and He-Man. That's the thing. It's like a lot of the stuff that I'm into.
Yeah. What is this Congo over here?
All right, I'm gonna keep doing some passes.
All right.
Because I see, you know how like when you walk around and you see stuff that you want, but you want to check and make sure you don't see other stuff first?
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing before I start buying anything.
But I've already bought stuff. Usually I have a rule. I try to look at everything first, but some stuff I had to jump
There's
on.
things you have to get because you know they're not going to be there.
I gotta get it.
Hey, that thing too. Do you know what you got? I know, but unless it's ATM. That I do not have.
you go right?
All right, we'll go up there. We'll go.
Sean, over the back.
Yeah.
Oh man, when you see the inside,
That's where I'm at. Let me know where you want to pay.
I'll get to you when you get to the car.
All right, sounds good.
Ass whooping.
Ass whooping? Oh, ass! You let me know when you want an ass whooping, Tommy.
A whole bunch of them here.
I got all the Mortal Kombat ass whooping all day. Damn, I need one of the turtles. I need. What?
All the ass whoopings.
All the ass whooping? Tommy, you don't want this to work, son.
Except one.
You don't want to smoke.
The main ass whooping.
No, you do not. Dude, complete for 20 bucks. That's a good deal for Ground Chunk.
Yeah, it is.
Holy crap, that's a good deal. And he's like clean.
Which one they want to do?
Little paint wear on the horn, but doesn't really matter. Everything else I have, but I don't know.
Catch up with the ring.
We'll see what we got here. Well, don't leave yet, Tommy. I'll be there. Oh, smoke. And even though these are missing their accessories, these are not bad prices for these Mortal Kombat figures. All right, so we're back home. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. I know there wasn't a whole lot of it. There was a lot of people. This was a really, really busy show, which is a good thing. There were certain times where it was really hard to film, and of course, I'm not going to be that guy that, you know, pushes a camera in someone's way when they're trying to look at something. So I tried to space it out between when I first got there and as the crowd started to die down. Like I said, we do have a decent sized haul to get through. I think what we're gonna do first is we'll get through everything I got, well, most of the stuff I got from the show, and then I'll get to what Comics 1017 picked up for me, and then I'll save the 3 turtles for last. So I did have a list of some things I was looking for, some Cadillacs and dinosaurs. I was looking for some Monster Force, you know, Hasbro Mortal Kombat in general. Vintage TMNT, vintage Kenner Lost World. We did find some vintage Turtles, like I said earlier, and we found some Mortal Kombat, which you already saw. Our first purchase of the day was another small piece for our Small Soldiers collection. 10 bucks for this. This is the Power Drill Cycle. Punch it in the Power Drill Cycle. Look at this original Kmart clearance, 40 cents. Amazing. Wish this was 40 cents. You can't see behind me, but about a shelf or two up, I have a whole like half Lost World, half Small Soldiers. Small Soldiers still is a favorite of mine. I have most of the toys from that line. I still have them all. One of the goals this year is I would love to add more to it. Not just the figures, but just anything in general. I never saw this when I was a kid. I kind of want to add the rest of the vehicles. So it's not going to be a priority. You know, if we're at a show or a store and they're there and they're well priced, we'll pick them up. These next few items are all from the same vendor. He had a bunch of like Loot Crate, Horror Crate, you know, those little random horror crates when they throw little figurines in there. So we had a whole bin of stuff. First up, for the wife, I picked up this little vinyl alien. I don't believe she had this one already. This was only $2, so I was like, all right, well, even if she has it, it's $2. We can have more of them. We can have an army of them. We also picked up another vinyl. This one I know she doesn't have. This is the Alien Queen. You really can't see it no matter how there you go. You can kind of see it, just the way it's bagged up. But there's the Alien Queen. So these will look good on her desk for work. He also had this really cool brand new sealed CD, Elvira's Heavy Metal Halloween. So that was $3. And then last but not least from him for $1, wasn't gonna pass this up. It's a metal sign. This is for the horror movie Slither. Not one that very many people talk about. Not a favorite for a whole lot of people, but it's a pretty trippy horror movie. Moving on to what I got from Comics 1017. Most of you do know that recently I celebrated my birthday. I did that on Thursday, March 2nd. So this first thing was for him for my birthday. Or while we were adding everything up, he's like, just take X amount off, you know, happy birthday. I was like, oh, sweet, okay, cool. Awesome birthday present, awesome figure. He was able to pick up the Michelangelo Walmart exclusive giant re-release. So now we just need Raph and Donnie. And now I have what I guess many would probably assume is probably going to be the hardest because it's a Walmart exclusive. Now we have that off the list. We have the new Greatest Hits Elite for Rikishi, which a lot of people are saying this is a hard figure to find. Let me know down below, have you guys been having issues finding this? Curtis is kind of like me in a way. I'm a little OCD because these are staying in package. I have no reason to take these out of the box. So I want to make sure I get the mintiest boxes that I can. He sent me a picture. His store had so many of these. And I was like, I trust you. Just cherry pick the best ones and I will take your word for it. I would say he did a great job doing that. So first, we have the Matt Jackson as Ryu, however you say it, Street Fighter. Nick Jackson. Yeah, I just love the way these boxes look overall. Really, really well done. And of course, you probably figured it out by now. Last but not least, we have Kenny Omega as Akuma. Curtis, once again, I really appreciate you picking those up for me. I couldn't find any of this stuff around me. I still can't. All right, here's my favorite part. You guys ready for the vintage haul for Turtles? This figure I technically have right up there. I found him actually at a flea market for $3. No accessories, of course. This figure's accessories I have on eBay right now for $25 with shipping. That first figure is the Ground Chuck. 20 bucks complete. That's a great deal. Next up, for $15 complete, we have the Grand Slamming Raph. And again, very good condition. Speaking of All-Stars, last but not least, for another 20 bucks. So because I bought all three of these, I got all of them for 40 bucks. The funny thing about the guy who I bought these turtles from, is that it was the same vendor that was set up behind us when we did RetroCon last year, 2022. So I thought that was pretty cool. I want to thank you all for taking the time to click on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you were at this show, let me know down below what you picked up and what your thoughts were of the show in general. If you guys enjoy toy hunting videos and toy show videos, consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss an upload. And like always, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. It's technically tea time. Sweet tea. Technically tea time. So I'm sitting here. If you guys made it this far, I know some of you love when I do these end credit scenes. So figured I'd take the opportunity to talk about some toy shows that are coming up. I just obviously recorded the haul portion, and had these flyers on the side of the table. So I figured I'd go over them real quick. So in like, what, 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks from now, on March 18th, there's another toy show at it was called Antiques on Evergreen. If you guys remember, we did a video there, and we did a video on this toy show. This was the one that was the infamous antique or toy show in an antique store. It was a really good show. That place is now called Evergreen Antiques and More, and here is the flyer for it. So Saturday, March 18th, actually the guy that sold me the 3 turtles, he'll be here as well. I'm trying to go. It's not far from my house at all. I could walk there. It's how close this thing is. But we kind of have something else going on that day, so I don't know if I can get here. I'm trying to see if I can split my time between this and that. I don't have to go with my wife to this other thing, but kind of want to go with her. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's, I guess, up to me in the end. Whatever. Excuse me. Actually, another funny thing about the guy I bought these turtles from. Do you guys remember I did a video, it was called Toy Show at the Fairgrounds. It was the Mullica Hill Toy Show. He's the same guy that puts that show on. See, small world. Sitting behind me at RetroCon, sells me turtles at a great price, remembered me from RetroCon, and he puts on his own toy show. So on Father's Day, June 18th, Sunday, 10 to 4, $5 to get in. There was 3 pavilions last year. There's 3+ pavilions. I think he said he added like 2 more. So we got 5 pavilions of toys. And, you know, part of me considered setting up at this show. I just figured, why not? Tables are pretty much where I like to be when I buy a table for a show. But either way, I'll be there, whether I set up or whether I go. Definitely be there. And then before that, I'm actually planning on going to the show with my buddy Century on June 10th. Jersey's favorite toy hunter, moi, and Daddy may very well be taking a trip down to Maryland, to attend the Maryland Toy Expo. We've been watching some videos on this. I watched a video from Ree's Retro Toys. Show looks really, really cool. A lot of heat down there. And I believe they're going to have, I'm pretty sure it's the same show. They're going to have Ethan Page and Danhausen. I don't really... See? Dogs barking, wife's yelling at them. I don't think we'll really get a chance to see them guys or talk with them. They probably have no clue who the hell we are. But it'd be cool to say hi to them, you know. But yeah, so we might be going to this one. He and I have been conversing back and forth, talking about some of the shows that we want to attend this year. And then for some reason I have the Toy Dome show flyer. But that's that. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes, 4 minutes. Oh my god. Maybe I should edit this now so you guys don't have to sit through all of this. I don't want to add on to this video if I don't have to. But yeah, that's that. So if you guys made it this far, cool. Thank you. And if you plan on attending any of these shows, or if you didn't know these shows were happening, now you do.